Hello, hello, hello. We are live. It's your girl, Monty, Kelly, and Joy. We are about to cover Love and Marriage Huntsville. I am going to play our intro and then we'll get into the episode. Let me find it. At least you got some friends that'll rescue her. Would y'all rescue me?
What you mean?
If they was coming to get me, would y'all come tell me and let me know?
I don't mess with the Fed.
Let's be clear.
Y'all
Literally caught.
And look. When it
sounds weird, I know, but I didn't get the feeling that I was talking to like a trash whore, low down type person.
Yeah. Really?
She
She's just a young girl.
Is it playing?
Hearing.
Kenya was not a video vixen.
Okay.
Kenya was a scholar.
Hello. Have you all been watching Dancing with the Stars? Kenya did good last night. I don't know about the scores. I didn't watch too much, but I feel like everybody's pretty good this year. I watched snippets of a few people. Did you watch it at all, Callie?
No.
I watched it on the Dancing with the Stars, like the Facebook page. They show all the dances, so I just watched a snippet of a few people. But she did pretty good. But anyway, so let's get into Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is they're still in Vegas, right? I'm trying to remember this one. Did I watch it? They argued again, right?
Again.
Okay, I remember it now. So I have a question. Would you go on a trip with two people who had just got a divorce?
Like Cynthia and Peter?
Yeah, or like Melody and Martell.
That's who you're talking to.
I mean, I would have went. I think I may not go twice.
Right.
I would definitely, because like Peter and Cynthia got along very well, even after their divorce.
Was it fresh and new like theirs, like Martell?
It was very fresh. Like she had actually gotten legally divorced on air.
Right.
Okay.
Filming. And Peter went on vacation. They invited him and he popped up. Because don't you remember they were kind of saying, where you sleep last night, Peter? And I remember Peter saying something that stood out. He said, if I can't have all of her, I don't want a part of her.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that. So, I mean.
And so they didn't fuss and fight. But when their breakup, was it based on, why did they break up? Do we know?
I think
money and disagreements.
So just money. So do you think?
I don't think it was just money. I think that one of the year prior, when I remember Cynthia saying, "If it don't work out, it don't work out," which is a cold way.
Right.
The thing was that was because the year prior, Peter was caught. Somebody caught him on. They had videoed him dancing very seductively with a girl in the club.
Peter.
And she started the season talking about it. She was just like, this has to work. But one of the things that I respect Cynthia in that regard, Cynthia was a realist in regards to marriage.
Right.
She was like, this don't feel good.
And she just was like, yeah.
Yeah. And it must have been bad because Noelle even asked her, is your self-esteem back? And I think it was because Noelle was a teenager and enough people were probably telling her what was going on with Peter. Like it had became disrespectful.
But she still was able to get along with him because this one
she said that Peter treated her very kindly. But he did not. It was pretty clear because I remember her saying, do you have low self-esteem?
See?
And I was like, do you remember that?
I think I remember this.
Yeah, she said, do you have? And it was sad because, you could say whatever you want about Portia. Peter was probably the type of guy, I'm sure he loved her, but when you have a season, the season prior, when your whole thing is you ain't getting none, the next season you're cheating, and the season after that, you're divorced.
Right, and so they got along, but on this trip, they just ain't doing it. So this was season 3, episode 10 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's called The Transparent Trap.
Yeah, I mean, Martell started it, if you ask me. Martell started.
That was the name of
her song.
You think Martell started
it? Okay, so I said Maurice Field. Okay, so was this okay? So they were playing basketball. That's how it started, right? The guys. And Maurice was saying that he felt like Mel is valid for telling her story, and she's letting her pain out through the music. Mm-hmm. But Marcel was like, I understand that, but the kids should not sing it.
I agree with that too.
So you all agree with that?
I definitely agree with that. Yeah. I mean, I told y'all about me getting in trouble for singing. As we lay, that one too.
But
it was really about what was the name? Congratulations.
Yeah.
My mother thought that was so inappropriate for, I don't know how old I was in whatever 80, whatever year that was. But yeah, she thought that was inappropriate.
Hey,
you have to be the realist about it, though. I mean, Melody and Martell are on TV, popular. There's no way in the world their kids aren't going to hear that song. So we could say we don't want them to hear it all day.
Right.
We know.
But do you think they know it's about their dad? I mean, the older ones probably do, right?
Yeah. Do, whether they
and she kept screaming that too when she out. They don't know the song is about you.
Yeah, but they do because they fought in front of them, I'm sure, right?
But I tend to think that she may be telling the truth only because Martell kind of told on himself when he said, I remember when you and the kids was singing that and I was still in the house.
Yeah, he did.
So obviously, if they probably don't know it's about him, but he may have inadvertently told them that it was about them.
Yeah, and they probably know now.
Yeah.
So she said, no, I don't agree with that. The kid singing the song is not more egregious than Martell having a side baby. Now, I agree with that. I do think the side baby is way more than the kid singing the song. So what is up with Martell? We talked about his clothes last week.
He mentioned it. He said he's gained 15, 20 pounds, and he don't have a covering anymore.
If he don't get somebody to help him, because he had on a crop top and booty shorts, and I was like, I cannot.
Y'all have a covering to see a good woman, because the side piece ain't worth nothing but
there we go with the good woman thing.
A trip to Chicago and some coleslaw and crab legs. She would have got you some pants.
Melody would have got him some clothes, wouldn't she?
I'm finna order. Where we going? Let me order you 5 pair of shorts since we gonna be gone 5 days.
The side baby was inevitable since Mel. Well, you think so?
The side baby was inevitable since Mel. Well, I do think we're gonna get into why I think so later when we talk about the arguing. Some of the things Martell said, I think it was inevitable too. I think he did that on purpose too.
Yeah, I think they will eventually. If they don't know now,
he did it on purpose. It was almost like a relief for him because he probably, I have no doubt that he loves Mel, but at some point he realized that this isn't working.
You think he had the baby on purpose?
Oh, definitely.
Are you serious?
I don't think he had it on purpose, but when you're having sex with somebody and you're not using a condom, technically it's on purpose. But I don't think.
I don't think he cared.
To bring a side baby into his.
I don't think he cared.
Does anybody think he cared?
I don't think, and the reason that I'm saying that
he didn't want the baby.
The only reason
the
reason I don't think he cared is because even according to the girl, I can't think of her, Ariane. The girl, let's just say the girl. According to the girl, she had multiple abortions.
Ariane had before this one.
She had been
child. So
one of those times, her and Melanie were pregnant at the same time.
So they were not using protection.
Yeah, they weren't using protection. So I don't think he cared.
Oh.
I don't think he cared, and I don't know if it was multiple abortions or one, but I know she said that her and Melanie were pregnant at the same time.
So he knew that it was a possibility that she could get pregnant again.
Correct.
Okay. Well, maybe
and I think that, it was a way out. that baby was a way for them to legitimately, and this wasn't a situation where Melanie found out the baby was coming. He told her.
He told who?
He told Melanie.
I thought his mama told.
No, he told her. She said she on Mother's Day.
Also on the show they were lying because remember she said your mama told me you having a baby.
No, she said your mama telling me you got a boy on the way.
Oh, a boy. Oh, okay.
I remember that.
He told Melanie that he got her pregnant. And I don't know what context. I don't know if it was an argument or he was saying it casually. That's why I do believe at some point he knew this needs to end. And I don't think he wanted to be the bad guy to leave his family. He would rather be the bad guy that she left him. That she left him legitimately. I really do believe it.
If that's please, I do not think it's smart to have a baby so you can get a divorce.
I'm thinking because she wasn't gonna never leave him.
I think he thought it wouldn't come to this. He told the kids anything about their new siblings. I don't think so.
According to Melanie, no.
I don't think so. And when do you think he should do it?
I mean, I don't know necessarily there's a time frame. I mean, just if you want to be with your entire family, which includes all 5 kids,
right?
Maybe it needs to be sooner than later.
Okay.
So that they're not in high school together, suddenly dating each other.
Right. Because, I mean, I don't know. When do you think, y'all who are watching, are listening with us, when do you think is the best time for him to tell? What did T say? She said, how are you going to, I don't know. I mean, how would you hide a whole kid?
I think that it would be old enough when the baby is old enough and less dependent upon maybe the mother for milk because she is nursing.
I agree with that too.
Where he could introduce them. Like if he said I got another baby on the way, even if you have all of that, whatever, they gonna be like, when I can see him. I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't think that he and the girl are on good terms.
No, because she called him a clown.
Yeah, I don't think that they're on. So he's probably going to have to get some kind of custody agreement, or Lord, somebody just tried to put me in Facebook.
Yeah, Latoria, you cannot get in jail. Go ahead.
So I don't know. I think that when there's some kind of stability between he and Ariane.
Okay, I have a question.
And they probably already heard.
Do you think him and Melody has to come to agreement when they tell the kids? Or is it if Martell says, I want to do it today, and she said, I don't want you to do it today. What do you think?
Well, they definitely.
They have to agree, but.
Yeah, they have to agree. They all have to be on the same accord. You don't want to do it on a date that she's mad.
Amen.
You don't want to do it. You want to do it.
Maybe she doesn't want to do it yet.
Maybe Saturday.
Haven't done it yet.
Maybe Saturday.
I watched the show today. Oh, you watched it? Good. Okay, so let me see what else I have on here. Anybody else, if y'all have something else to say? I took a few notes. So they were out there and they were talking about the secret surprise therapy. And Marceau said Tish is insecure, lacks confidence. And Martell says she's in a whole new world now because Marceau wouldn't allow her to do the things that she's doing now. Who agrees with Martell that she's insecure because she's now getting out the house? She's now starting to do other things.
Well, I think Marceau agrees with him.
That's why he said she was in. I don't agree with that because I feel like, Joy, you said that she was already kind of going out with Mel and Kimmy. Right?
She had just started. All that was kind of new, though, from a business perspective.
Tish was.
Correct. You think Tish is insecure or Mel? I'm confused.
Martell,
I'm sorry, y'all. My volume was all the way down. I'm like, why can't I hear? Okay, wait a minute. If he was so concerned about the kids knowing, then maybe he should have thought about that before cheating. I thought Maurice made a good point when he was telling him he needs to be mindful of the things he say. Antoinette says, I think so too. Antoinette says she's insecure. So why do you think Tish is so insecure?
Tish. Okay,
do you think she's insecure or not?
She definitely gives you the impression that she's insecure.
Yes.
Whether or not, I sometimes I'm a little on the fence about how dingy this girl really is. Although I have girlfriends that are very smart idiots, I have a hard time.
Idiot.
I do. I have some really, academically that are borderline geniuses that don't have the common sense God gave a net.
Yeah, common sense ain't common.
I don't think. Sometimes I wonder how much is she playing up to the cameras.
Would you want to be dingy on camera though?
I mean, Portia made a living. It's adorable to some.
No, Portia made a living.
Portia, I love Portia.
Made a living
for being dingy.
Yes, Portia kind of made a whole personality around. It's just I could go back to. I could hear Nene say she dumb, but she ain't that dumb.
So Portia, you think she was? She think she knew that the Underground Railroad didn't have a train?
No, I don't. I believe that was an honest mistake. What I'm saying is she plays into it at times.
Oh, okay,
it has benefited her. Right. You can play into something that people say about you. Just because I had a girlfriend that told me once, this is a silly but not related, but it is. She told me when she was in high school, somebody had told her that every time they saw her, she never wore the same outfit. Well, although that wasn't true, because she didn't have a whole lot, but moving forward, you would never see her in the same outfit twice. Sometimes we bend into what people think about us. And I think that she's bending or kind of leaning into because it kind of gets her out of situations that you really punch another woman for. Because what she did today, last week was crazy.
Yeah, I'm about to get on that.
Y'all want to get,
So T said Tish is insecure because her husband is on a bigger platform and she hasn't gotten past the cheating rumors. She's been insecure from the start. It's not they both. Oh, Latoya is mad about this. Martell cheating, honey. We're gonna have to get on that. If not, they both do. He's so concerned about the kids finding out through a song. Why was he not concerned when he was cheating? Was he?
I don't think that's what he's concerned with. I mean, all I keep saying is, if it was the other way around, and Martell had put out a song called "I'm a HO," and it got the funkiest beat ever, would you be okay with his children bopping to it in a car? No, it would not be a problem.
Not an HO though.
But I mean, hey, that ain't no different. You a Rockweiler.
That is different than
my face, don't call her. All that stuff that she have them in them lyrics. What's the difference? Okay, he ain't calling her maybe nothing derogatory, but it's pretty close. You calling him a dog. And I'm just saying, my point is, it's not a kid.
Right, I got you. It's not a kid song. I would say that her song is not a kid song.
It's nothing wrong with her song. We all liked it. We all listened to it. But I don't think it's okay in general, little girls. Look, and you have to remember.
How old was the little girl then?
That's Boss Baby. Boss Baby is like 5. I
thought she was really young. She said it's a big difference if the mama wasn't a hoe. Can't call somebody something she's not.
Well, I'm not negating that, but we're gonna talk about that because according to him, I'm starting to believe what he's saying is true.
You believe him. Don't nobody believe him but you.
We're gonna get there.
No, nobody believe him but you. Okay, so you had the Rockweiler song on for 4 days. I sing it to my dog every day because he's a Chihuahua, so he likes that.
I get it.
He tried to get out the marriage from the beginning, but Mel had his business by the balls.
I agree. I'm telling you. I agree.
So T saying if the kids listen to other similar music, then her song is no different.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And most kids have their own cell phones nowadays too. And her kids, when she was making the music, doing the videos and everything, they were there with her. They're going to hear the song.
And Martell said that they sung it in the house while he was there. So he knew that they were singing cheating songs while he was there. Yeah. And if he didn't like it, he should have been like, don't let my kids sing that song.
I think he was. I think that was his point. It was like he didn't like it. I think that was his point.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember.
Yeah, I think that was his point. Is that
I wouldn't want my kids singing the song but that's just me. But I don't. I mean, my child listens to stuff I don't want her to now. So,
definitely. But my oldest, my 21-year-old, now my 13-year-old is the situation. I'm tired.
That's right. I'm tired. That's what I'm saying. My
21-year-old, she used to listen to kids. I used to buy her kids pop versions of songs.
No, I agree, T. If he didn't like that, he should have stopped cheating. But them apples was good, T. He couldn't. He enjoyed the apples.
Them granny.
And I think had he realized the financial burden that he would be in now, were he to have gone with the divorce early, I think they would still be married. I think he would have, had he focused on the business side more so than just the coleslaw, and he saw how long he was gonna, kind of struggle, which is what he's going through right now, I think he would have tried to save his marriage.
It says, let's talk about it, because I didn't like what he did, bringing up that she was a side chick because she called his mistress.
Yes. Oh, we gonna get her. That's why
he deflected and tried to throw up things to justify his. I don't think that Mel would. I'm sorry.
Can you put that Instagram post that he did up?
Oh, I don't know where it is.
Chat room. I put it in the chat room.
Oh, you did?
I put it in our chat.
Okay.
That's where I wanted to get to. I want
you just do it now.
Yeah. Because it's related to Latoria's comment that he was bringing up. But before we get there, do y'all want to talk about the argument?
Okay, here we go. Yeah, let's talk about it. And I'm downloading this, so go ahead.
Okay, so the argument is Callie said it was his fault. If somebody comes in the room and says, everybody waiting on you, Mel, and that's all he said, it wasn't nothing.
Correction. The argument I'm referring to is when they first started arguing about the song.
That was last week. Yeah. I mean, that's a week before last. I was talking about this past week.
It's still his fault, though, but I was
he went in the room.
Oh, I got you.
He went in the room. And people were asking about her. Everybody asked about her. They outside asked about her. She went in the kitchen and asked. He said, well, let me go see. And he said it very nicely. He was like, Mel, everybody looking for you out there. You coming? And she was like, yeah, I'm in here, but I need to have a conversation. And
because he came to her room at 1:30 in the morning, Joy.
And wait a minute, I was just going to go there. Again, it proves my point. Every time she wants everybody to know that Martell still want him some Melanie Hope.
Because he tried to say, because like you said, don't nobody want somebody without no good poom poom. So she trying to say that he came in my room at 1:30.
He said he was coming in to apologize.
At 1:30 in the morning.
Hey. Well, they had just
Joy, what's your middle name? I need your middle name. Joy Marie.
Maybe that was after filming. All I know is I'll tell you what he said. He said he just wanted to apologize. But whatever his situation is, she feels the need to want us to know that.
I wanted to know.
Now we know that.
Did you not want to know?
Tried to slip in her room. And he tried to leave twice. And she said she wasn't leaving this room until she had this conversation. Her passive-aggressive conversations always turn into arguments.
Okay. Do you think that Martell should have been the one to go get her?
No.
Maybe not. No.
I always said, so T said, I don't think Mel was a side chick. Let's remember, Martell calls his side chick a peasant and then got her pregnant. So Antoinette said she believes him.
I do too, Antoinette. I'm gonna tell you why. When you put up this picture,
he should have left her alone. She was doing about the night before. He should have. I agree. I believe somebody else, because they were all sitting there, and I'm like, why are they sending him? I feel like production knew they were gonna argue, and this was the way to get some popping. Because them just sitting at the pool was boring as heck. No, it doesn't matter. She has the right to say how she was feeling. He should have acknowledged her feelings instead of running his mouth.
But he tried to leave twice. She literally was like, she holding up the production. She literally said, I ain't leaving out of this room until we have a conversation. He literally left and he had to come back. I wonder, did production make him come back?
Yeah, that's what happened.
But he literally left the room, y'all. I mean,
production made him come back.
The first time he didn't go far. The second time, now this is what he said.
Let me take her comment out so we can see it.
You're going to convince me that this man ain't telling the truth.
Okay, so
When he talked about the side chick, Martell Melanie has been a side chick to 2 dudes already. You can Google this guy. I ain't gonna even say his name.
Are you serious, Joy?
I ain't gonna even say his name because he really is an attorney. This guy,
and Martell done went out and told this attorney
he didn't added him.
Martell is just going through some little midlife crisis.
This ain't just. I'm just saying.
Every time he does this, it makes him look stupid.
But I'm just saying, he added this attorney.
Wait a minute.
He added this attorney in his post. That's real. Whatever happened, that really happened. You can Google this dude.
So
he ain't lying about this.
Antoinette, he tried to do it because it was familiar, not because it was good. Is that what you're trying to say?
But I'm just saying,
he wanted to run his mouth. She didn't force him to stay.
And
I think it was production.
Had she let him stay in that room last night and they did whatever adults know that they can do, I bet he wouldn't have been able to shut his mouth about it either. He would have told the world. Martell is shady.
Actually, I don't believe that that's true because according to him,
he tried to go in that room, Joy.
Wait a minute. According to him, and was that last episode or was it this episode? They were having relations throughout the whole last season as they were going through a divorce that we didn't know about. We didn't hear about them having relations one time.
Well, okay.
But that's my point. So I don't, if he ain't kiss and tell in regards to Mel until that day.
Well, I don't know. I have no idea.
But I'm just saying,
that thing that he just texted. First of all, Martell always, when he gets caught doing something wrong, he always tells on somebody else.
Y'all missed the point. So you don't think?
No, I get what your point is.
For real,
I don't believe it. Still, I need to talk.
You think he would add an attorney?
I think he would. I don't believe it because this man is not gonna sit there. I think that has the man not said anything?
Who?
The attorney.
I don't know if he has or not. Saying.
First of all, he told him his attorney.
This is a real attorney in Birmingham, and it wasn't like he was hiding that he was talking. First of all, let me say this. This is a true story. No, whatever. In 2019, I went to Classic. Martell and Melanie was having they had some kind of event where you could pay to go to.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like it was something, and it was like a meet and greet. And it was during Classic weekend. And I heard then that she was messing with or had messed with.
I need to put up our things and we alleging stuff.
No, this attorney from Birmingham. I ain't repeat nothing but what Martell just said.
I got you, yeah.
But I heard that then.
Okay, so T said she didn't start an argument. So, Joy, what do you think? She said, this is what triggers me. He didn't want to listen, and that's how it escalated. I kind of think that's right.
I mean, the reality is they both say things that trigger each other.
But I think that
she's saying you triggered me in regards to my children because you tried to make it seem like I'm a bad mom or I'm not taking care of my children. Something to that point. And he doesn't trigger it. That's just a trigger because we know that that's a trigger because just even recently, some people, she was out dancing at an event, a political event, and people were saying, where are your kids at?
Right.
And she showed a video of where her children
were. They were.
So that's a trigger for her. It's not a Martell thing. That's just a trigger.
Yeah.
Thing. So he, although he didn't necessarily say something that day, it seems like she was stewing on the argument before in regards to that lady who kept her children while she did the video.
Right. So
go ahead.
So Martell does always tell on someone else. Like he always tells on somebody. I saw that outside the basketball court. I agree, Mo.
Telling on him.
He deflects. He tells on himself. He had a baby. So even if he leaves evidence.
And he hasn't lied. Yeah, y'all.
He deflects a lot and has a lot of justifications. I just all that based off of last night. He does. Okay. He I can't believe he told that attorney.
Did you just say Martell does not lie or hasn't lied?
That's what she said. And he's tired of her running her mouth. Okay.
I agree.
So why
Right.
could Martell acknowledge her feelings?
His thing is, I'm always the bad guy.
Yes.
This needs to even out. He's
But
arguing
he is the
that,
bad guy,
look,
Joy.
Mel started, and he said this before.
He is the bad guy. Are we debating
Mel
that he's the bad
started
guy?
cheating.
Are we
Yeah.
debating
Girl,
that he's the bad
okay.
guy?
So why
What is
couldn't
he on
Martell
there?
acknowledge her feelings about
No,
Trigger and
he
move
get
on?
real low.
He is the bad guy.
That's what made it escalate, because he doesn't acknowledge and he deflects. I think he deflects all the time, because somebody could be telling him, it's like when you're talking to someone and you're like, well, the last time we had a conversation, you da 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 da. He said, well, you do it to me too. Like, that's not solving anything. You know what I mean? And that's what Martell does. If Martell
just needs to go shopping.
If Martell stops doing stuff, he wouldn't be the bad guy. Drop the mic. What you saying, Jordan? That Joyce
Martell sat in the corner and didn't say nothing to nobody and just waved his hands. Somehow the situation is he's going to be the bad guy. Instead of arguing, they're both triggers for each other.
Yes.
Because while he may throw the children thing in front of, I can't hear you, Callie.
Yeah, you're kind of low, Callie.
Yeah. I'm low?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. While she could say about the children thing, he constantly is talking about this side chick. And I'm gonna say this. I said this a couple of episodes ago. The fans are giving Melanie a pass this season, but they're not next season.
So she can't still be hurt next season. Even if she
still walk around with a chip on your shoulder. It's just like if my ex-husband was on this trip, I would have been trying my best to ignore his tail.
Me too, but we're different, Joy.
Not be in his face. He wouldn't be in mine. You can't play nice with me. Or I would try to play nice. Like, I don't want to argue with you. Like, I was watching them and I was like, this is exhausting.
It is.
But I'm tired and I ain't even them.
But that's the Capricorn in us. Like, that's us. But Melanie ain't like that. I don't know too many Scorpios, but they ain't must not be like that. So has he ever been abusive to her? She has not said that.
But she looked, and my husband walked by. He said, "Oh, she hits him."
Oh, you think she hits him?
Yes, he said that. He said he was doing something and he ducked. Like,
no, he did not. They had to hold him back. Child, Joy, what you watching?
She hit him.
Okay, if not, then why did they have to grab him as he was like he was going to hit her?
He wasn't going to hit her. He wanted to play.
What he want to do?
Her. He a Southern man. You know, they do queen stuff. Look, they do queen stuff that still look masculine. So you live in certain parts of the world. That's some girl stuff. But
I agree, Antoinette.
Yeah, it's some girl stuff. But Southern men will get catty with you.
And that's what he did.
Yeah, he gets catty.
So Maurice said something
about him that is soft.
Maurice said something to him that I really liked. He said, don't be the picture that she's painting you to be.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I was like, that is some good advice for both of them.
Yeah.
Not just for him, but for her too.
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
What is this? Let me see. Yes, Ma'am Joy. When she threw the glass at him,
yeah,
he was.
I'm telling you, my husband was watching. He said, "Oh, she hits him." I said, and when you young and dumb,
right?
He threw something at him.
When she said that something about. What did he say? I would have threw something at him too. And I'm not even a violent person, but Martell will take you there. He will take you there. Maurice seems like he does. And I think he's the youngest.
No.
Or the oldest. Is he older than Marcel?
Yeah, he's older than Marcel.
Marcel just look older. That's what it is. Right. Okay.
But
you think they both hit each other?
It's possible. I'm not gonna sit up here and say, but I can guarantee you it's because Mel and jumped on his back or hit him upside the head and he pushed her away. Do I think he the type that'll walk up on her and do no? But I think that he does reactive things. I do believe that.
Is she still satisfying him though? Because I know we're about to go and do Potomac in about 5 minutes, y'all. We got 5 more minutes, but. If Coleslaw is satisfying him so much, why is he not with her now?
I don't think she's sad. I think they over.
Kelly, you want me to put this one on?
Not yet. Them both on.
Okay. So, but if she was so good, why is he not with her now?
Because I mean, I told you, I don't. That's why I believe that Martell just wanted out of his marriage. Because just like I don't understand a woman that's going to be with a man and I cover him, I don't understand a man that's going to break up his whole family for a woman and not be with her. He didn't want to be with her. He just wanted to be out of his marriage.
So he had a baby by someone he didn't want.
I mean, he want to hit it every once in a while. He just don't want to be with her. No,
that is crazy to me. Who is satisfying them? Are they married? I don't know. They're divorced. They're divorced.
Exactly. He lost his little meal ticket.
What else did I have? Okay, so Tish asked. Okay, what did you think about
she
Tish?
Threw the glass. That's what
asking about Kiowa. I may be saying her name wrong.
Kiowa.
Thank you. I wrote Kiowa. I could.
Yeah,
okay,
Kiowa.
So what did you think about her asking Kimmy that question?
Person.
Because she said we weren't gonna do this no more in the pool, right?
She's
like, we're not with sisters. We're not gonna do this to each other anymore. And then bam,
she's messy.
Molasses. Just it's like a kid waiting on Christmas. That's how slow she is. I be like, Tish. But I mean, it's a question.
It's very tacky, Latoria.
Yeah, we're about to go. I'm about to do that too. Yeah.
It is a question, though. You know, Kyle said the marriage could have been saved, but you left. It is. That's why I think that when people were saying that he was what's her name was a side chick, he actually moved to a whole across the country.
Yeah, he left. Yeah.
You know what?
You know, when you're over, it's over. And sometimes you do have to get away to close a door.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what he did.
Okay, I don't promote violence and all, but I was really wanting Kim to pop Tisha for asking that question.
I just can't believe she did that.
Pop and pow.
So what? So Tiffany, do you think that she was being disrespectful to Destiny when she was? Is it okay? Say your husband tells you something that he learned in his guy group about one of your friends. Is it okay for you to go back and repeat what your husband told you?
No.
What do y'all think?
Definitely no.
You think she would have had hands on her too? Tish was tagged with the question she asked that she did.
She just messy.
Tacky Tisha.
That's Tacky Tisha, Huntoya from Married to Medicine. Tacky Tisha. And what's going? Well, she done moved again, y'all. But anyway, we got to move.
She sold their house, but I think she sold her house for a decent reason. Because to my understanding, I heard.
No,
I don't know how true this is. I have no idea. So this is allegedly. That you buy a $1.some million home and you can't even send your children to public schools because you keep your children don't have your children and your children. But she should have really researched that a little bit
before she moved,
before she bought the house. But you still got to send your children across town to a private school.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm with her on that. And those private schools aren't like us where you paying $500 a month.
Right.
Those private schools be like $3,000-$5,000 a month.
A month, yeah.
So it's like paying another mortgage company. So you do have to ask yourself, and that's something that we don't always do. I said I would. I moved the house that I bought. I remember thinking at least we could afford private schools.
Yes, if we need. So that's what I did too.
Figure out, or are you willing to stay in an area and you don't want the school district, so you're gonna spend another $1,000 a month for tuition for your children? That's what kind of house you can live in.
That's
with
$1,000.
Well,
that's 12 months
house note.
Yeah,
it's something to consider. But I heard that they were not going to allow her to make that her storyline.
Thank God. All right, so
I think legitimate reason to move.
So we're about to talk about Potomac, but next week Tish is going to do a surprise vow renewal with Marceau. And the preview's making shady, and I pray that it's just the wrong preview. Like when I got mad at Teresa that time, and I had to apologize to her. Please, Marceau, because when he didn't take that drink, when
they say if you happy in your relationship, take a sip.
Why did he take a sip?
He was online explaining why he didn't do the vow renewal.
Oh,
So
sure.
he didn't do it?
Yeah, it was on Instagram earlier.
Oh.
I'll have to send it to y'all.
Oh, send it to us. That's where okay, well, we're gonna get off. We want you all to stay with us. I had a few more comments. We want you all to stay with us. We're gonna do another video because we just want to make this one about love and marriage Huntsville. So people who just want to see that, we got a Potomac one coming up. So give us like 3 minutes and we'll be right back. Okay. All right.
Peace out.
Peace.